the R which is given 9.3 centimeter. Okay, so I'll just take the pencil so that it will be more visible and you'll understand very clearly. So this 9.3 centimeter, determine the phi index of the storm and time of rainfall excess. So these are the two things basically we are supposed to find out. This problem is quite challenging actually, because we need to do the try and error in this case, and then only we'll be able to solve this particular problem. So how can we find out this phi index and this rainfall excess? Can you tell me any guess, something like that, and then we will start the actual problem. Any guess, how can we find out the phi index? Like you can see over here in this particular problem. So this is the time is given. So the time is in hour, and second thing is that uh, incremental rainfall. So rainfall is given, we can say hourly rainfall is given. Okay, so how can we find out this? Any guess? Okay, so first let me ask you that what would be the total rainfall if we add this? What would be the total rainfall? So you just add from 0.7 up to the 0.5. So we'll have the idea that how much is the total rainfall. So I will just write here. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got a feeling that I am talking myself only. Okay, so you just add all these 0.7 up to the 0.5, so we'll get the total rainfall. So what is the total rainfall in this case?
16.4.
16.7.
16.7.
16.7.
Yeah, 16.7. And what is the unit? Centimeter. Now this is a total rainfall. Yeah, and so total rainfall we can mention here also. The symbol basically that we use is the precipitation, suppose P. This is a total rainfall. What is the value of runoff which is given? R is equal to 9.3 centimeter. 9.3 centimeter. Here you can see this one, this 9.3 centimeter runoff. Okay. Now by using this actually we can find out uh, phi index for the first trial. Now I will just mention here we have to take the different trials. First trial, suppose why we need to do this, because we don't know what is the phi index exactly. So we are just we will just make the guess, and for that guess also we need to go step by step. What is the formula, or how can we find out the phi index is basically here I will mention. So suppose phi is equal to this precipitation minus runoff divided by time, and the time for the rainfall excess only. But now we don't know what is the time period given for the rainfall excess. Okay, so whether we should consider 0.7 or not, whether we should consider for 2.4 or not, because in the last video or last example actually we were knowing that A2, A4, A6 are the values, and for the respective time, for the respective infiltration, we have considered this time period. Now here in this case, what should we do? Any guess? How can we go? Whether it is right or wrong doesn't matter, but you should speak. How can we consider which one? Actually here in this case, we can consider that in the first trial that all the values are for the rainfall excess. Okay, so from time period from first hour up to the 9 hour we will consider. So how can we write what is the precipitation? The entire precipitation is 16.7. So we have considered all the precipitations, then runoff is 9.3, and entire time duration is how much hour? 9 hours, na? So tell me, what is the phi index for the first trial?
0.82.
0.
Yes, sir. 0.822.
Yeah, centimeter per hour. Now, as we got the phi is equal to 0.822 centimeter per hour. Now, you can just compare this value with whatever the values are there for this rainfall values. From this actually, we can get the idea that first 8th and 9th hour are ineffective. Okay, because this 0.822 is greater than 0.7, then it is another value, that is 0.8 is less than this 0.822 and 0.5. Okay, so these are the three values. So I'll just identify, I'll just round up. So the first value, which is less than 0.822, then this one is the second value, which is less than 0.82, and third value. Now from this you can have the idea that these are the values initially which are less than this one. So here there is no rainfall excess, at least this much of the judgment we get. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Initially we have assumed that all the rainfall values are excess rainfall, and that's why we have consider the entire 9 as a duration 9 hour, and we got 0.8225. Okay, we are not sure whether it is correct or not, but what kind of idea we get from this is basically we came up to the conclusion that these three, first, 8th and 9th, these 3 hours are ineffective because it is less than 0.82. Now what we will do, now we'll take the second trial. So what can be the second trial? Anybody? What should be the duration in the second trial? In the first one we have considered 9 hours. What kind of duration we should take in the second trial?
7.
hours.
7, I think.
6 hours.
6 hours. Very good. Why should we take 6 hours?
Because sir, the rainfall that is not where it is not happening 1, 8 and 9 hours, it will be excluded.
Very good. So these 3 will be excluded. So only 6 hours we need to consider, and we need to consider the even rainfall, that is P, for these from 2nd up to the 7th only. Okay. So now take the sum of 1.4, 2.4, 3.7, 2.9, 2.6 and 1.7. And
Sir, but the maximum rainfall is at the 7th hour, right? So we should consider 7th.
yeah, we should consider 7th. Yeah.
Then why are we taking 6?
Just 7 hour you are telling, because see, the first hour, this 1 hour is removed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let us go step by step. What I will do, like we need to consider only the rainfall excess, correct?
Yeah.
And, what are the rainfall excess? This the first one. This one.
2.
Okay, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so how many hours are there?
6. Okay, like
Yeah.
that.
So that's why we should take 6 only.
Okay.
Okay. And you should calculate even the precipitation for this respective hours only. So I will write here. So what is the sum of this 1.4 up to the 1.7, 1.4, 2.4?
14.7.
Okay, so I will just write directly. It is 14.7, na? Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
14.7. Yes, 14.7. Okay, minus runoff. What is the value of runoff? 9.3. Okay, divided by time 6 hours only, equal to how much? You can
Point.
0.9.
Yes, very good. 0.9 centimeter per hour. Now this 0.9 per centimeter per hour, whether it is correct or not, that we will check. So how can we check this 0.9 per hour, whatever the value, centimeter per hour value we have got, whether it is correct or not, that we need to check. Okay, so we will go down. Okay, so here actually we have this table. Okay, so you initially we were having 0.822, now we got 0.9 centimeter per hour. We already have excluded these 3 points or 3 hours, and we will check with the others. Okay, so it is 1.4. so which value is less than 0.9 centimeter per hour? Can you tell me? Which value is less than
None.
0. Hello.
None value, sir.
No
Okay.
value.
So there is no
None
value.
of the values.
Yes, none of the values. So there is no value which is less than 0.9 centimeter per hour. If it would have been greater than this less than 0.9 per centimeter per hour, then in that case we would have taken the third trial. Okay. Now it is very clear that 0.9 centimeter per hour is actual phi index for this particular problem. Okay, because we already excluded 0.7, 0.8, and 0.5, which are also okay. So which are also less than 0.9. Okay, and these are the values 1.4 up to the 1.7 we need to consider, and we should calculate the phi index. So now we got the phi index equal to 0.9 centimeter per hour. And what would be the time duration, that is TRE value?
6.
Yeah, 6 hours. So this is what is asked in the problem. Okay, is there any doubt?
No, sir.
So
No,
everybody
sir.
is clear with the problem, the way we have solved. If at all you are having any kind of doubt, you can ask me. Okay. For those who have a doubt, for them I will just revise within 2 minutes. We'll go step by step. Here actually the time is given, and second is rainfall is given. So time is there from first hour to the 9 hour, and respective rainfall values are given from 0.7 to 0.5. This 9.3 centimeter is the runoff value, and what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to find out that what is the phi index for this particular problem, and second one is what is the just a minute, I need to select the pencil. The first one is we are supposed to find out the phi index, and the second one is we are supposed to find out the time of rainfall excess. Okay, so these are the two values. These are the two parameters that we are supposed to find out. So initially what we did is we have calculated the phi index for the first trial by considering all the entire duration which we have assumed as in connection with the rainfall excess. It means that from first hour up to the 9 hour there was a rainfall excess. We don't know, but we have to consider. Okay, so we are going step by step. So in the initial phase we have assumed all the rainfall values which are rainfall excess. So that's why we got the time duration as a 9 hour, and we got the phi index P, that is entire precipitation minus runoff, as a 9.3 centimeter, we got 0.822. Now we have verified with these values and we got three values as a 0.7, 0.8 and 0.5, which are less than 0.822. It means that these are the values which are less than phi index. Okay, and it means that it doesn't have connection with the rainfall excess. So we need to exclude these values. So we have removed these values, and the next trial we have taken only 6 hours and respective rainfall values, and we got the phi index as a 0.9 centimeter per hour. And again we have verified with these values, and we came to the conclusion that there is no value which is less than 0.9 centimeter per hour. It means that whatever the assumption we have made, that is correct, and that's why the value of the second trial is correct one, and which is 0.9 centimeter per hour. And respective this rainfall duration, which is 6 hours, is what is asked here, time of the rainfall excess. So in this way basically we can solve the problems in which we need to take the trials. We will solve even a few problems of different type for phi index and W index. It will make your concepts very much clear. I am also working with the GATE team, in which there are 6-7 students. The newly joined students, those who are interested, or even the students of older students, we can say, anybody who wish to be the part of that group can join, because now I am going to take the few more problems from them which are asked in the GATE exam, so that will help you to make your concept more clear. So we will stop here. Is there any doubt? If still you are having any kind of doubt, we can even discuss. Okay, then we'll stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye.